Since I've been involved in building many LLM and RAG-based applications and courses, I wanted to find the best, cheapest, and easiest way to build a RAG chatbot hosted on Discord, which I use daily. I'll show you how I got a chatbot running in under 10 minutes that can answer any question about your data, which can be a class textbook, company data, or anything else you want. The bot can either use your OpenAI key to leverage GPT models, as I'll do, or open source models with any Hugging Face hosted models. And as a bonus, the Discord release of the bot is even included in this 10 minutes deployment. I think it's a cool project, and its deployment is also completely free, thanks to PostgreSML, which makes it easy to build and deploy machine learning models within the database. Even if the tool is amazing and allows us to deploy a RAG chatbot easily for free, managing everything for us, they were also kind enough to sponsor the video, so please support them by trying out the platform and the code I show in this video with me to run your own chatbot. Here, I'll mostly follow a tutorial they've built for releasing a chatbot, going through it step by step and with some extra useful information. This quick video tutorial is actually pretty much the time it takes to run the whole thing yourself and have your chatbot live. So why not do it with me? I had created a RAG chatbot exactly like this one a year ago, coding everything from scratch in a week with a friend, handling all errors, data processing, embeddings, models, etc. It was really a pain to deal with everything. I'm quite amazed to see how I could recreate pretty much the same thing with a Discord bot in Extra in like 5 or 10 minutes. It's incredible and super quick. Now let's dive in and build your very own Discord RAG chatbot too. Of course, since we have the Learn AI Together Discord community, I thought it would be a great idea to host it there. But you can also follow the PostgreSML tutorial linked below to recreate it for yourself in your command line or with a Slack bot. I also assume you have some Python knowledge in this tutorial. So I'll be going over some steps quickly, but if you have any issues running the code or related code, please let me know and ask in the comments or on Discord on the Learn AI Together server, and I'll be happy to help you. Many people are there on Discord as well, including me. So what do we need to get started? Well, we obviously need our data, and that's pretty much it. For this tutorial, you must have your data in Markdown files. If you use Notion like me, you can easily export your files in a Markdown through the app. If you have it in any other format like text, docx, or anything else, it can be converted into Markdown thanks to Quarto, which is based on Pandoc. I've used it to convert a whole Notion into Markdown and then into an EPUB book for Towards AI. And the tool is honestly amazing. It also works the other way around to convert into Markdown, so feel free to use it for that project if you need to prepare your data for the project. And also, you can ask me any question. I really love the tool and it's completely free. It's just code-based, it's super fun to use. The link is also in the description below. If you don't have any data, feel free to take a large Notion page and export it into Markdown just to test the chatbot retrieval capacity. It's also a great project to learn, at least how to build a Discord bot, which is always useful. In my case, I'll be using our Towards AI tutor data, which I quickly converted into Markdown for it to work here. This data comes from the thousands of articles, videos, and the RAG book we've published at Towards AI. So in theory, it should build a powerful chatbot that can answer most AI and RAG-specific questions. Now, we can get started. First, just ensure you have an up-to-date version of Python installed on your machine. For this tutorial, you'll need at least 3.8. Then, we need a virtual environment if we don't want to fuck up all our current setup. So to do that, I'll use venv, but you can use conda if you prefer. I'll just create it and activate it. Since it's a PostgreSML application and everything is hosted there, you'll also need to create an account for free. It takes a second with your GitHub or Gmail, and once it opens, you can take your database URL, which will be useful in a few seconds. Now we can really get started. Let's install the chat application PostgreSML created. It has everything we need for a chatbot in one place. We do that with a single terminal line. Then, you can download and copy the environment template into your own files and replace the environment variables with your own, mainly for Discord, the database URL, and your OpenAI key if you want to run the chatbot through GPT-4 or GPT 3.5 as I did. You can also already set up your system prompt, which can look like something like this. Otherwise, there's also a default prompt from Postgres script with this whole basic RAG system in place already for you as well. These are the directions you want to give to your chatbot to control how it will behave and answer responses. Feel free to experiment with this prompt later on. Just this system prompt can be a big improvement to your application. Well, in fact, some startups are entirely built on this prompt. Now, we just run another simple line to ingest all our data and put it into PostgreSML's platform. Thanks to the stage flag with ingest sent, it will process our data, chunk it, embed it, and have it ready for the chatbot, preparing and converting all of your data in just this single line. Just change the root directory to put your markdown data path instead, the collection name for your desired name, and the model you want with chat completion, which will come back at the next step. Wait a few minutes for the embeddings to process and you're done. Voila, it's live and running on the platform. You can now already test and ask your questions to your chatbot and it should work quite well. It seems like magic, right? Well, this is because most of the work was done by PostgreSML in the script you've installed and in the serverless application, including the model selection, which in this case is OpenAI's GPT 3.5 model, which is super cheap to use, doesn't require us to rent a GPU, and very powerful. On the other hand, if you do have a GPU and want to afford one to host your own model, you can simply change the chat completion model flag with any model hosted on a platform like Hugging Face, like the Zephyr 7B model, Gemma, or any other available model like the recent one from Meta, Llama 3 8B or 70B. Now you can just run the same command without the ingest flag with the chat stage instead, and you'll be able to chat with it in the command line. All the data has been converted into embeddings and is hosted on the platform, ready to retrieve useful information for you without having to code anything. It's really the best way I've seen if you have a PowerPoint or some kind of data you quickly want to retrieve, such as a textbook, where it can be annoying to search and find your answers manually. Not even 5 minutes in and we already have a strong foundation for a RAG chatbot. But a command line isn't always the best user experience, right? Some of us really like it, but the regular people don't really like working with command lines. Plus, it can be shared easily with others. So why not share it on Discord so any of our friends can use it? In my case, all our 60,000 e-friends on the Learn AI Together Discord. It's also much more convenient to chat in an application built to be used as a chat. This step is just as easy thanks to Postgres script. First, ensure you have the Discord bot token set correctly in the env file we initially copied. You can easily get your Discord token following this quick guide by Discord. The guide will also show you how to add it to your Discord server or use it for yourself. It's really simple. It's just one easy step to create the bot, add the right permissions, and use the link to invite it to your server. That's it. Now we can run it on Discord with another single line again. Okay, maybe it wasn't that easy. Here's where I made a mistake. I forgot to give the bot the right permissions on Discord. Don't forget to enable those. Now it should be all good. Looks much better. It will take your deployed bot on PostgreSML and run it on Discord. You or any of your friends can now ask it questions. It's pretty much all free, except the tokens and the call to the OpenAI API in my case, since I'm using a GPT model. But again, you can use an open source alternative and have it free hosted on your machine if you prefer. That's it. I hope you now understand why I said this is by far the easiest way I found to deploy a RAG chatbot yourself. Of course, it's very basic and it's the foundation of a chatbot, but still, you had it in not even 10 minutes. Oh, and it's also on Discord, it's not just in your command line. If you run into any issues like the one I showed going through the code, please join our Discord Learn AI Together and feel free to ask any questions tagging me or ask in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. You can also try the same version of this chatbot hosted for our course on the website below. It's all trained on our book that we just released that is a full guide on RAG and fine-tuning. So a chatbot should be quite powerful, and so would you be if you read this book. Thanks again to PostgreSML for building this fantastic tool and sponsoring this video. Check out their platform and try it out for yourself. It really simplifies your life for getting such a complex app quickly up and running. It's quite amazing. And most importantly, thank you for watching the whole video. I hope it was what you were looking for, and I'll see you in the next one.